Family, family, family. Folks. Family. What's up? What's good? Waiting on y'all. Waiting to hang out with my people. What's up, folks? Knocking out this water, as I always do, because, again, you know I push water all the time. What's up, baby? Julia! Hola, baby! Hey, Alice, what's going on? Let's see, we got Tamisha up in here, Lonnie up in here, Chelsea up in here, Ellen up in here, Sonia up in here. Shoot! Hey, Ellen. Topeka up in here. What's up, baby? Lawanya up in here. Jen, hey, Jen. Angela up in here. Up in here. What's up, gorgeous people? Thank you. Hey, Yolanda. Queen Abs. Sylvia. Yolanda. Let me say it again. Queen Abs up in here. That's my Queen Abs brick. Shari. Hey, baby. Hey, Tabitha. What's up, gorgeous? I always say this, and I tell everybody this. I got the finest group of women on the planet. I do. I mean, I got the finest. See, everybody thought Hugh Hefner had the finest group of women. Now, we got Hugh. He dead now, but even if he was still alive, I would put y'all against. See, I used to, you know what, and I still do. I used to train Playmates, but I still do, and I train video vixens, and I train stars, TV stars. And again, I will put my bricks versus Hugh Hefner's Playmates any day. That's what's real. What's up, gorgeous people? Kelly from North Carolina. Tasha, Deidre, hey, baby. And congratulations, Deidre. How much weight have you lost, Deidre Whitman? Congratulations. Rose. Shoo, Yolanda said. And we got the baddest coach ever. Let me pose for a second. Hold on. I'm in agreement. My gorgeous people. Hey, beautiful people. Now, let me give you something good. Let's talk. Because now we're in the middle of the day, and I'm going to start coming to you more often in the middle of the day to help you through the rest of your day by encouraging you, talking to you, helping you get through, okay? Now, what I want to talk about today is, and congratulations, Deidre, 35 pounds down. Y'all better quit playing with Deidre. Come on, Deidre, 35 pounds. I need 5 more so we can celebrate your 40-pound milestone. So, let's get it. Hey, Lynn from Illinois. I'll be in Chicago in the next couple of weeks. Come see me. Now, let's talk about how to handle disappointments and how not to handle disappointments. Okay? Because you understand the standard of this page, if you've been here long enough, you understand how we handle things. We handle things with excellence because, again, we don't act like everybody else. Everybody else, whenever they've been punched in the mouth by life, they will fall back and they will get all depressed and not want to do anything and say stuff such as, you know what, this is hard. And why it gotta be so hard, and why this, and why that, and why me, and why today, and why not? See, that's not us. We don't handle stuff like that. We expect a little bit of adversity to come against us, so we're not surprised. It's kind of like a person you've known for a long time who who don't like you coming up in your face, and you're like, oh, hey, it's you. It's you. Hey, I've been expecting you. I've been waiting on you. See, we're not surprised by stuff because anytime we try something new, something different, we understand that everything isn't going to go smooth all the time. Okay? No matter if it's weight loss, no matter if it's a new relationship that you're trying on and seeing if it fits you for the long term, or even if it's your business that you're starting or a new job that you're trying to get on to. So we understand that in the very beginning, it's not going to be easy. Because anytime you do something that's extraordinary, and keep in mind that's what we do, anytime we do something extraordinary, we understand that there's going to be some bumps. There's going to be some bumps in the road. It's going to be a little bit hard at first, but we understand momentum because I talk about momentum all the time. Okay? We understand momentum, and what momentum basically says is the more I push, the more consistent I become. The faster this boulder or this big old rock will continue to roll, and everything will just, be downhill. Everything is going to go downhill, and everything is going to just flow. And I won't even have to push as hard as soon as I get my momentum going. See, that's how we think. And it's kind of like what's the first thing they always say when you hop into an airplane? Buckle up, because the turbulence is going to be a little rough at first, but once you get up to a comfortable altitude, it's clear sailing. So that's how you have to think. Hey, Tawanda, see, that's how you have to think. You have to be like, even with your situation, Tawanda, you got to be like, shoot, I got me some bad news. Okay, cool. This ain't the first time I've ever got some bad news. I'm sure if you've lived long enough, somebody done died on you. Okay, cool. See, you always got to have that point of reference, of something that's worse than what you're currently going through, and then be like, okay, well, I got through that, so I can get through this. See, that's how you have to look at life. You got to have reference points that basically takes you back to your worst and be like, shoot, if I made it through that, and that was a punch in the mouth, and that was a kick to my stomach, and I didn't know how I was going to make it past, when my mama died, when my sister died, when my brother died, when my uncle died, when my grandma died. I didn't know how I was going to make it, but somehow through the grace of God, I made it through. That's how you have to look at stuff. You have to draw from your worst experiences and say, you know what, I've been disappointed, I've been hurt, but I'm still here. Things that were supposed to take me out, I'm still here. The things that were supposed to break me, I'm still here. When that person walked away from you, I'm still here. And that's the mentality you have to have. I'm still here. So guess what? This ain't nothing, whatever you're currently going through, this ain't nothing compared to what I went through 5-10 years ago. Think about your worst stuff. See, when you put it and you compare what you're going through right now compared to the worst situation in your life, when you stack that thing up and you put that thing side by side, if this right here looks smaller, it don't look so big anymore. See, sometimes you got to have a refresher course on some of the worst things that happen to you to make what you're currently going through look that much smaller. Why, Pam? Because you still here. Again, the things that were supposed to take you out, things that were supposed to weaken you, things that were supposed to lack on to you and give you some sort of a complex the way you don't want to try nothing, couldn't stop you. You're still here. And that's how you have to look at life. So, a couple of things. I always go back to your worst experience, but this is the other part too. Okay? Know what season you're in. Know what season you're in. And Jim Rohn used to say this all the time. Know what season you're in. Know if you're in your winter right now. Know if you're in your spring right now. Because seasons change You know, things might have been smooth the last 3 or 4 months, but maybe something is waiting around the bend. But know that everything that comes against you, you're strong enough and you're equipped to defeat it quickly, early and often. So that's what I'm going to encourage you to do. Whatever comes around that corner, anything that's peeking around, waiting on you, go ahead and attack it before it attacks you. See, we procrastinate with stuff so long to where we have fear of certain things that we're already stronger than. I don't feel like doing this. I dread going here. I don't want to do that. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it early. Knock that thing out before it has a chance to grow and knock you out. You got to be aggressive with your issues and your problems versus procrastinating and letting that thing grow into something bigger, and now it's still taking a life of its own when all you had to do was just go ahead and engage in it and defeat it, and then you wouldn't have to worry about it. But what do? We procrastinate. And we don't want to. We'll do it tomorrow. We'll do it next year. No. If you know you need to lose weight now. If you know you need to get your money right, work on your stuff now. If your credit is jacked up, start working on it now before there comes a time when you want to need something and then you're not able to do it because you never addressed it and you never faced it, thinking that, oh, I can do this tomorrow. But then something tragic happens to where you need some money now and then you can't get it because you never faced that particular issue and you didn't destroy it. You didn't dominate it. You didn't conquer it. You just let it linger. So that's the other thing. Know what season you're in, but instead of, when you're faced with adversity, running away, procrastinating, run toward it. Don't run away from it. Run toward it, because the faster you can get done with it, the faster you can get your blessing. Because always remember that on the other side of your issue is your blessing. So when you procrastinate, guess what? You're delaying your blessing. All the stuff you be praying for all the time, it's on the other side of your issue. Lord, if you just send me a man, you know, somebody that's 6'2", around 240 and built, shoot, I'll be happy. Lord, please send me that. See, you pray for stuff like that, but you never want to solve that issue that keeps you in and out of relationships. You never want to address that. And not until you address that will you get what you're supposed to have. You have issues because you were molested as a child, but you never talked to anybody about it. But anytime somebody touch a little wrist, you be freaking out. And then you bail on a relationship, he bail on you, but you still praying for that man. But until you basically run toward that issue and you solve that issue, you won't get what's on the other side of that issue until you face that issue. And that's how we do. We be praying for stuff, but we don't want to do what's required to get to that stuff. That's how life works. That's how life works. Oh, I'm stepping on toes, but that's what I'm supposed to do. Because a coach will have conversations with you that you don't feel like having. You walk around with an attitude, but you want somebody with a good attitude. Send me somebody good. Send me somebody with a college degree who makes $100,000 and who can help me with this, that, and the other, but you don't make $100,000. You want somebody fit and fine, but you ain't. I'm saying. So, and I've had this happen so many times, and I've said this millions of times, and it has happened the same way. Hey, get your body right, get your attitude right, get your self-esteem right, become a fighter versus a retreater, and watch what happens. And I'll be doggone, folks lose. It'll happen one of two ways. Folks lose 30, 40, 50, 100 pounds, get booed up, get married, happily ever after, or somehow they get finer, they already married, and then they end up having another child because of it. But I'm just saying, a lot of stuff is attached to your issues. You see what I'm saying? I want to have a baby, but I'm too big. You handle that issue, your weight issue, then guess what? I can't tell you how many people have ended up Shout out to Christavia in Texas who lost 100 pounds and then, end up having a kid after that. Shout out to her. Shout out to my Texas Brit. But that's how it happens. You got to work on your issue, address your issue so you can get your blessings on the other side of that issue. Saying. So that's how you get past disappointments. You address your disappointment and then you move forward. Because again, you're big enough and you're strong enough and you're equipped to deal with whatever you're going through. But the challenge of the day is I need for you to become more aggressive with the things that you've been running away from. Can we agree? Can we agree? Say, I'm down, coach. If I'm talking to you, say, I'm down, coach. I agree to do it. I'm going to stop running away from my prosperity because I'm afraid of disappointment. Go for your stuff. Go after your stuff. And know that if you hang in there long enough, anything you want out of life, you're going to have. If you hang in there long enough. Can we agree? Can we agree? Can we agree? To want to tell your folks at the dentist office I love them. Thank you. Can we agree? Good. That's what's up. So let's get better. Let's get better. Lastly, just as a reminder, a few days ago, y'all promised me that y'all were going to work on the no challenge. And Pam, what the no challenge is this, because, I have a lot of women on here who are enablers and they love everybody and they want to do everything for everybody, but yet they neglect themselves. What I've had them do is basically have them take a no challenge. And so for the next 7 days, you got to say no at least 25 times to stuff you really don't feel like doing that you always agreed to do it. Hey, will you watch my kids? No. Can I hold some money until the 15th when I get paid? No. I got some money coming in. Can I hold? No. Can you take me over here? I promise you I won't be long. No. We're still working on that. So continue to work on your no challenge because, again, that's what we're doing. We're working on self-preservation because y'all be giving yourselves away to people who don't even deserve you. And again, every time you do something you don't feel like doing, you're giving a chunk of yourself away, again, to people who don't appreciate you. So that's how you end up being messed up in life, walking around feeling neglected and used up because you do stuff that you really don't feel like doing. When all you have to do is just say, no, not today. I can't do it. Nope. And again, once you say no so many times, they'll stop asking you to do stuff. Say no to people about 4, 5, 6 times. They won't come around you no more. They won't ask you for nothing no more because they already know what the answer is. But if you're the type of person who says no one time and then do this number right here, no, I can't do it, and then you start to feel a little guilty. Hey, what time did you say you needed me to come by? Okay, I'll do this just one time. I'll do this just one time. Okay? All right, cool. If you become that person, then they'll know. They'll already have a bead on you. Well, shoot. She might say no, but if I ask her 2 or 3 more times, she'll cave in. She'll have a moment, an enabling moment, and she'll go back to who she used to be. But if you say no and you stick to your no, boom. You working on self-preservation. Now you don't walk around feeling used up all the time. And that's what we're working on. That's what we're working on. So, I love y'all. Let's get better together. Let's rock and roll. Let's dominate this Thursday. And again, start attacking versus retreating because that's how winning is won. I love you too, Shondell. Thank you. She put, love you, coach. I wrote no on my forehead. See, you gotta walk around with a no on your forehead. They'll think you crazy. And see, if they know you're crazy, they'll already know. Shoot, Shondell be walking around with a no on the head. We don't know what she's saying no to, but don't ask her nothing because we already know the answer because it says no, like right there, N-O. Boom, turn it around, turn the opposite, it'll say on. Boom. I'm saying, you already know the answer. So let's go. Love you too. Love you too, Bright Eyes. Love you too, Tawana. Love you too, Susan. Thank you, Angela. Love you too. So let's get it. Love each and every single last one of you. Let's get better together because that's what we're supposed to do. So let's rock and roll. Love y'all, beautiful people. I'm gone.